More than 4,000 years in the past, indentations resembling wedges were inscribed on clay slabs, concealing enigmas that question our grasp of early combat and innovation. Buried in the wedge script repositories of the Mesopotamian region are narratives that resist standard explanations from archaeology. Tales depict armaments releasing catastrophic forces able to wipe out whole urban centers and leave extensive areas unlivable for many eras. The artifact labeled WB62 from Sumer, preserved in the British Museum, includes a segment that has baffled experts since its decoding during the 1920s. This writing portrays an armament used by the deity Nergal, causing the ground to tremble and the skies to ignite in pale flames. The chronicler's report proceeds with alarming accuracy. The glow surpassed the brightness of 7 stars, and observers were rendered sightless. The ensuing warmth devoured rock and alloy equally, resulting in mere silhouettes etched on surfaces where people had been present. Such elaboration surpasses artistic imagery. Given the slab's role in a Nefer temple stock list, it implies these were factual notations instead of legendary flourishes. The recorder systematically logs the consequences. Crops failed to sprout in the afflicted zones for 7 years. Liquids became sour, and creatures consuming from streams gave birth to offspring with deformed appendages. Comparable depictions emerge in slab VI AT17019 at the Varus Museum, narrating a clash between deities Marduk and Tiamat. The narrative illustrates Marduk's supreme tool as generating flames that feed without substance, devouring everything until only glassy ground remains underfoot. The exactness of these reports grows more fascinating when linked to physical traces of fused buildings across the Middle Eastern landscape. Rocks merged at heats over 1,500 degrees Celsius, well above what typical Old World battles could produce. The Gilgamesh saga, mainly regarded as storytelling, holds sections that resemble operational logs when viewed this way. Slab Vivka outlines the deluge dispatched by higher powers, yet prior fragments allude to another disaster. In the pieced together Slab 4, lately reassembled from finds at Uruk, the protagonist Gilgamesh faces the fallout from godly combat. He recounts venturing into a zone where rocks had liquefied and streamed like fluid, with dunes transformed into emerald crystal that lacerated souls. The writing mentions that his ally Enkidu grew sick after sipping from a spring there, showing signs akin to radiation harm, shedding fur, oral hemorrhaging, and ultimate demise despite his extraordinary resilience. The Enuma Elish offers still clearer portrayals of superior arms. This Babylonian origin tale, drawn from prior Sumerian roots, outlines Marduk's stockpile with mechanical specificity. His archer launched bolts of electricity that always hit targets, as his snare harnessed breezes and converted them to ravaging infernos. Crucially, the account labels his top armament as the Imhulu Gust, a power that rent Tiamat's core and dispersed her essence like scalding precipitation on the soil. Official logs from key Sumerian metropolises back these fabled stories with clerical exactitude. The repositories hold levy documents indicating sharp demographic falls in particular districts amid the initial ruling eras. The slabs record the abrupt desertion of a dozen primary communities in today's southern Iraq, with Clark's observing that the territories grew unsuitable for dwelling by humans or wildlife. These entries cover multiple 10-year spans, pointing to extended lifelessness rather than short-term shifts from regular fights. The DRM collection, unearthed close to Nippur, holds animal husbandry logs uncovering alarming trends. From roughly 2200 BC onward, herders' entries note mass livestock fatalities in designated spots. The indicators listed, fur shedding, leaks from openings, and congenital flaws in progeny, match radiation impact outcomes strikingly. A certain slab remarks that ewes feeding in restricted zones near a nameless city's debris birthed young with dual craniums or absent vision, prompting the district to be labeled as damned by immortals. Babylon's official entries supply arguably the strongest proof. The Candelanu collection includes thorough population counts detailing inhabitant spreads over Mesopotamian lands. Various slabs log the total clearance of metropolises Saipam Nanum and Si Yerurum, after what authorities called the Immortals' Blaze. The documents show these places stayed empty for more than 100 years, with recolonization tries repeatedly floundering from odd ailments striking fresh settlers. The meticulousness of these clerical reports reaches to spatial outlines, enabling current experts to pinpoint impacted zones. Slab BM78223 in the British Museum holds a mapper's summary portraying a round zone of ruin about 30 kilometers across. The mapper observes that in the middle, even boulders disappeared, yielding just sleek crystal, whereas on the edges, edifices persist as hollow husks. Their occupants reduced to dust, scattered by gusts. Reports from adjacent societies offer vital backing for these Sumerian logs. Ardean slabs from Murray illustrate displaced people escaping westward from realms where immortals waged battles with celestial flames. These displaced carried stories of urban areas erased in one day, engulfed by radiance exceeding solar intensity. The Mari collections note the burden these displaced imposed on nearby supplies, and the hesitation of resident groups to welcome them over worries they bore sacred maledictions. Element entries from Susa, deciphered just lately, hold matching stories of ruin in Mesopotamia. The allays composing from their hub in present-day Iran outline massive blazes igniting sans timber along their western edges. A slab comments that Elamite commerce trips to Mesopotamian hubs encountered solely vacant wrecks and grounds where flora refuses to thrive. The Elamites blame this havoc on strife among their divinities and Mesopotamian ones, though their outlines stress tangible over ethereal events. Initial Egyptian writings from the Old Kingdom era mention these identical occurrences from farther afar. The pyramid inscriptions of Pharaoh Unas include parts outlining the immense incineration in eastern territories past the dual waterways. Though concise, these mentions affirm that awareness of disastrous ruin in Mesopotamia arrived at Egypt's regal assembly. The Egyptian stories outline envoy groups dispatched to probe tales of razed urban centers, with delegates returning to declare that the soil itself had fused into crystal via sacred blaze. The specialized language spanning these diverse origins discloses advanced comprehension of the described occurrences. Sumerian slabs regularly employ Gurtab for the starting burst of illumination, a term unique to Sumerian writings. Namil recurrently surfaces in outlines of stricken districts, directly meaning spot where vitality fails to revive. This dedicated jargon implies the clerks were noting witnessed events instead of crafting symbolic expressions. Physical traces bolster numerous precise details of solidified substances aligning with intense thermal contact. At Telion in Syria, diggers found a bed of emerald crystal akin to that from atomic trials in Nevada's wastes. Dating via carbon pegs this fusion incident to around 2200 BC, aligning with periods hinted by wedge script origins. The uniformity of these stories over various societies, tongues, and epochs defies standard views of old lore. The clerical essence of numerous origins, levy logs, head counts, and commerce papers, implies these were noted sightings rather than spiritual parables. The mechanical sharpness of the outlines, especially on enduring impacts to farming and wellness, points to first-hand encounters with events closely mimicking atomic battle outcomes. The shift from written proof to tangible digs uncovers a troubling array of material oddities that usual theories find hard to resolve. As old clerks noted disastrous happenings in wedge forms, the dig record keeps the material leftovers of these claimed atomic clashes in shapes that challenge typical views of Bronze-era tech and fight skills. The strongest tangible proof comes from digs at Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro in the Indus area, yet akin events show at Mesopotamian locations. At historic Babylon, British digger Sir Leonard Woolley initially noted odd-fused builds in his 1922 to 1934 ventures. Stratum 7 of the dig showed base structures exposed to heats surpassing 1,500 degrees Celsius. The lime blocks displayed obvious partial dissolution with borders curved and exteriors varnished in a way matching severe thermal contact. Usual theories like blazes or oven mishaps don't explain the even spread of this fusion over several city sections. The fused substances at Babylon exhibit traits aligning with those from current atomic trials. The rock faces show a unique verdant shade from silica blend merging under fierce heat. Lab tests by Rome's University in 1979 showed the atomic makeup of these fused rocks changed at the basic level. The crystal grid displayed marks of swift warming and chilling attainable solely via contact with heats nearing 2000 degrees Celsius held for minutes. No recognized old tech could create and hold such heats over the broad zones where this fusion happens. Fused builds surface at the remnants of where archaeologists sell woolly noted a full quarter, where clay block barriers had changed into glassy matter. The fusion layout hints at thermal contact from overhead, with top barrier parts displaying total merging, while bases stayed mostly whole. The warmth origin seems brief, yet incredibly fierce, forming a frozen image of instant havoc in dissolved rock. Substance tests of these items uncover rare atomic variants linked to atomic actions, including hints of technetium-99, a non-natural element with a 211,000-year decay period. The dig group under Dr. Davenport from Rome's University ran broad light-based tests on fused pieces from various Mesopotamian spots from 1976 to 1992. Their results showed atomic marks matching atomic splitting actions. Pieces from Babylon and Mari held raised uranium-235 reduction and matching rises in lesser variants. The layout of these atomic oddities hints at several blast centers in old Mesopotamia, with radiation marks fading in rings from these core spots. Radiation checks at diverse dig spots in Iraq in the 1990s showed lasting ambient radiation far above world norms. The old city Mary had readings of 0.3 millisieverts hourly, almost 10 times standard. These high levels tie straight to zones where wedge slabs outline godly fights and later lifelessness. The radiation marks show traits aligning with neutron triggering, a method happening when substances face heavy neutron assault typical of atomic blasts. French digger Maurice Chatelain noted especially notable proof in his 1960s digs near Old Ard. His group found a verdant crystal bed spanning hectares at depths linking to about 2200 BC. The crystal sheet, 1.5 centimeters deep, held stuck shards of ceramics and metal items instantly blended into the fused base. Tiny scale tests showed the crystal formed fast under fierce heat, with chilling layouts indicating temps fell from over 1,500 degrees Celsius to normal in minutes. The group burial spots found across old Mesopotamia offer equally alarming proof. At Telesmar, digs uncovered a graveyard with over 400 frames in what looks like one mass interment. The frames display marks of abrupt end, with many in poses hinting at routine tasks when demise hit. More importantly, the bones bear changes matching severe heat and radiation contact. Calcium buildup on frame surfaces points to fast drying, while bone structure shows shifts typical of heat jolt. Human studies of these frames uncover bone change patterns that usual theories can't fully cover. Adult male thigh bones display steady thinning and raised holes, signs aligning with current radiation cases. Tooth remnants show typical dents and color shifts linked to sharp radiation illness. Most revealingly, frames of youths and expectant females display growth flaws matching radiation contact in development stages. The graveyard offers a still more troubling scene. Woolley's digs found a group pit with nearly 600 persons laid at once around 2100 BC. The body layout hints they perished quickly and were interred right away, sans signs of usual breakdown from long exposure. The frames show uniform changes across ages, with bone thickness dropped by 23% average versus burials from untouched areas. Substance tests of bone matter uncover high strontium-90, a glowing variant with 28.8-year decay not found naturally. Dr. Antonio Di Colola from Italy's dig mission noted akin group burial spots at Babylon in 1974 to 1989 digs. The Babylon graveyard held over 800 persons in 3 clear layers, hinting multiple disasters spaced shortly. Frames from the lowest layer display harshest changes, with bones showing brittleness and color shifts. Glow dating sets these interments at about 2200 BC, matching wedge accounts of godly fights. The puzzling ebony rocks embedded in old ruins over Mesopotamia stand as perhaps the most mysterious tangible proof. These items, usually 5 to 15 centimeters wide, seem made of unknown stuff with traits mismatched to natural minerals. The rocks show deep dark hue with metal shine reflecting light oddly. When tested with magnetic fields, they yield readings hinting internal makeup, unlike known Earth forms. Substance tests of these ebony rocks uncover makeup-defying standard grouping. The main part seems silicon-based mix, yet molecule layout shows both crystal and metal traits. Light tests note elements rare in Earth stuff, including variants of scarce metals, hinting creation under harsh conditions. The rocks show mild magnetic traits and hold temps about 3 degrees Celsius over surroundings, suggesting ongoing mild glow decay. The spread layout of these ebony rocks ties directly to fusion zones and high radiation checks. At Babylon, they appear often in the quarter with most fused barriers. The rocks are usually stuck in melted rock faces or buried in fused waste layers, hinting presence during fusion events. Their blend into nearby stuff indicates same fierce heats that made fused builds. Crystal-like stuff found in Mesopotamian ruins shows traits setting them apart from natural black glass or made crystal. These matters, often in big sheets or odd bits, show signs of creation under states far past old metal skills. The crystal displays unique verdant color like trinitite from New Mexico's Trinity atomic trial. Tiny electron views uncover inner layouts matching quick creation under fierce heat and force. The makeup of these crystal-like stuff includes trace parts not usual in old craft making. Neutron trigger tests uncover cobalt-60, cesium-137, and other glowing variants with decay spans from tens to hundreds of years. The spread of these variants in the crystal base hints they were added during making, not later taint. The variant marks match atomic splitting actions, adding proof for atomic fight theory. At Old Sipper, digs have uncovered broad zones where grains fused into crystal shapes deep underground. The crystals show stacked buildup hinting repeated warming spaced by chilling. Each stack holds varied glowing variant levels, pointing to changing exposure strengths over time. Deepest stacks show peak taint, suggesting first events were fiercest. The tangible proof from these dig spots shows steady layout challenging usual views of old fight skills. The mix of fused builds, variant oddities, radiation marks, group burial spots with typical bone shifts, and odd stuff makes strong case for atomic level ruin in old Mesopotamia. The spatial spread of these oddities matches exactly spots outlined in wedge stories of godly fights, yielding striking blend of written and tangible proof. Current tries to mimic fusion effects at these spots using old usual tech have failed to yield like outcomes. Trial dig projects show even top Bronze Era ovens couldn't make lasting heats needed for broad fusion noted at Mesopotamian spots. The even spread and traits of fused stuff hint contact with heat source of unmatched strength and length for the old world. The dig proof of fused ruins and glowing oddities gains deep meaning when viewed with detailed armament outlines kept in Mesopotamian sacred writings. Per Sumerian belief, the Anunnaki gods held a stock of ruinous tools beyond regular battles. These godly arms, outlined with mechanical sharpness rivaling current army papers, give views into tech that might have been more real than symbolic. The idea of Malamu, rendered as godly shine or fearsome glow, appears steadily in Mesopotamian works as both shield aura and ruin force. The Akkadian word list from the Oriental Institute calls Malamu a seen otherworldly shine, showing outer divinity. Yet, the mechanical outline hints something more solid than spirit flow. Slab K.3473 from Ashurbanipal's collection outlines Marduk's Malamu as making light that sears mortal vision and chars skin like coal. The writing notes this shine could be released like storm bolts and keep strength to dissolve copper pots from 100 cubits away. The Melamu's impacts went past quick ruin. The Enuma Elish outlines how Marduk's godly shine tainted fight fields, making them unlivable. Slab 4 says, where the Malamu hit soil, no sprout emerged for 7 cycles, and creatures roaming there shed coats and birthed warped young. This outline matches strikingly documented radiation impacts on farm grounds and beast groups. The writing stress on 7 cycle length ties to decay patterns of mid-span glowing variants. The Sumerian word Gertap, used only for godly arms, means light's scorpion bite. Slabs from Dream Collection outline Gertap as burst brighter than 7 stars, hitting quicker than sight tracks. The arm's impacts were instant and crushing. Viewers of Gertap lost vision forever. Structures fell like dust piles, and rocks flowed as liquid. The sharpness of these outlines hints witness reports over artistic additions. Clerical logs from Nippur note fallout from Gertab, using clashes between rival Anunnaki groups. Temple stock lists from Ur's third rule note full ruin of Ninil's sanctuary, after Enlil's fighters released Gertab. The list says holy pots melted into formless masses, and gold decor fused to crystal. Dig work at the likely sanctuary spot uncovered fused matter layer matching heats over 2000 degrees Celsius. The godly blaze arms in Babylonian writings show traits setting them from usual fire tools. The Atrasis saga outlines Enlil's use of blaze feeding sans fuel, eating rock and alloy the same. The writing notes this godly blaze spreads via air alone, needing no timber or grease to feed. Observers said the blaze glowed in hues unseen in worldly fires, pale as dawn star, verdant as new turf, then crimson as shed essence. This hue shift matches light outputs seen in atomic blasts, where varied parts make typical glow rates as they change at atomic scale. Wedge slabs from Mari hold detailed mechanical specs for godly blaze use. Paper ARM 26371 outlines the arm's ready rite, charging a holy holder with Teet's breath for 7 days and nights. The writing lists safety rules for arm handlers, including metal thread robes and keeping 1,000 cubits from the holy holder during wake. These steps hint knowledge of radiation risks and field effects tied to atomic tools. Arms able to reduce peaks to dust appear most in stories of Marduk's clash with primal powers. The Babylonian early ruler's log outlines Marduk's top arm as making gusts with power to shatter rock. The writing gives exact details on the arm's impacts. Mashu Peak turned to fine dust filling skies, dimming the star for 40 days. Streams thickened with what was once solid, and Earth's base quaked like stalks in gales. Earth checks of Zagros Range have spotted spots where old rock shapes show sudden grinding. Baghdad University's Dig Research Institute noted spots where granite juts display break layouts matching quake waves of huge strength. The ground rock in these spots holds high rare earth parts tied to high-power atomic actions. Carbon dates of trapped life matter in these ground layers set ruin events from 2300 to 2100 BC. The feud between Enlil and Enki groups stands as the best logged godly clash in Mesopotamian works. The Sumerian ruler roster outlines this feud, rising from policy arguments to open battles with ever deadlier arms. Early clashes used standard godly might, floods, quakes, sicknesses. But as feud grew, both sides started using arms of unmatched ruin power. Slab WB444 in British Museum holds detailed escalation account. The writing outlines how Enlil's group first used poison gusts against Enki's Abzu forts. Enki's troops replied with underground blazes, causing eruptions in stable earth spots. The clash peaked when both unleashed top arms at once. The slab says, "Soil rent like ripe produce, and heavens poured blaze for 7 days. Air turned venom, and breathers dropped lifeless." The fallout from this top arm swap is logged over many wedge origins. The Vidna log outlines broad lands made unlivable post-godly war. The writing names 17 urban centers left to wastes after godly arm strikes. Earth survey spotted ruins of 14 such centers, all showing quick desertion and broad ruin, matching atomic-level havoc. Health writings from New Assyrian times outline signs hitting groups in lands once hit by godly fights. The sign guide of Sigilkin Apli holds exact outlines of poisoned air curse. Sufferers showed fur loss, mouth and nose leaks, and frailty no cure fixed. Expectant females in hit zones often birthed young with bent or gone limbs, sightless eyes, or dull minds. These signs match exactly radiation contact effects in current health works. The Sumerian deluge story, usually seen as godly penalty for human flaws, gains fresh sense when viewed as atomic fight fallout. The Atrahasis saga outlines the deluge as last-ditch clean of Earth's air and water poison. The writing notes regular showers wouldn't work. Only unmatched flood could rinse taint stuck to every pebble and grain. This view hints the deluge acted as huge clean effort after atomic fights among godly groups. Babylonian star writings add proof for atomic fight theory. The Venus slab of Misaduka logs odd air events during godly wars time. The writing outlines days when the star dimmed through unset dust veils, and nights when stars hid behind self-glowing mists. These sightings match air effects logged post-atomic trials, where glowing bits in air make unique sight events. The specialized words for godly arms uncover advanced grasp of atomic science basics. The Akkadian shahu, usually wind, appears in arm settings with ads hinting particle glow. Shahu saimu, poison wind, outlines unseen flows, causing slow death in hit groups. Shahu shatu, fire wind, points to heat glow effects, igniting burnables far from arm spot. Mesopotamian writings outline exact rules for handling tainted stuff post-godly arm use. The Sipperite collection holds clean steps for items hit by godly blaze. The rites involve repeated rinses with special mixes and burial in lead-sealed holders for set times. These steps mirror current clean rules for glowing stuff, hinting real knowledge of glow risks and fix methods. The spatial layout of godly arm use spots matches exactly dig proof of old atomic ruin. Wedge origins name 13 main fight fields, where top arms used in Enlil-Enki clash. Current glow surveys confirmed high ambient glow at 11 such spots, readings 3 to 12 times normal. The match between written outlines and tangible proof bolsters viewing these stories as real logs over lore parables. The enduring outcomes of godly fights are carefully logged in Mesopotamian clerical records. Headcount data from Earth 3 times show sharp group drops in spots named as godly fight fields. The metropolis Sipparam Nanum, outlined in writings as eaten by godly blaze, stayed empty over 2 centuries post-ruin. When resettled, new dwellers had high floor birth rates and short lives, matching leftover glow contact effects. The crushing arms in Mesopotamian writings find striking matches in old societies worldwide, hinting atomic fights might have been global over local. The steadiness of these stories over huge lands and varied groups challenges seeing such tales as pure lore builds. When checked methodically, these matching customs uncover mechanical details and fallout outlines mirroring Mesopotamian stories and current atomic fight effects. Ancient India's Sanskrit sagas offer the most exact and mechanical outlines of advanced arms beyond Mesopotamian origins. The Mahabharata, made 400 BC to 400 AD, but from older spoken customs, holds parts outlining the Brahmastra arm, with strong likeness to atomic tools. The writing outlines this top arm as making a glowing beam with smokeless blaze shine and forming a fierce flame orb, bright as 10,000 stars rising at once in skies. The sharpness of these outlines goes past symbolic speech, especially in original Sanskrit, where mechanical words hint direct sighting over fancy ads. The Brahmastra's use effects match logged atomic blast traits remarkably. The drone part outlines the arm's start burst as making a smoke and blaze pillar bright as 10,000 stars, rising in unique mushroom shape. The writing notes elements seemed upset, and the star wavered in skies post-arm use. Modern atomic trial viewers reported same sight events, including mushroom cloud and short air upsets affecting star view. The quick losses from Brahmastra use mirror glow illness signs with alarming exactness. The Mahabharata outlines warriors hit by arm effects, losing hair and nails, with food turning venom. Survivors got flowing wounds and puking with weakness, no cure fixed. The writing notes elephants and steeds dropped dead post-contact, while skybirds whitened and fell with feet up. These outlines match sharp glow illness effects in current health works. The lasting eco-outcomes of Brahmastra use get broad logging in Sanskrit writings. The Vanapar outlines hit zones as dammed grounds where no crop grew for 12 years. The writing notes soil turned sterile and split, with water spots sour and unfit. Survivors' beasts birthed young with bent limbs and gone eyes, while trees dropped leaves and stayed bare like endless cold. The 12-year span ties to decay of several glowing variants from atomic splitting. Dig proof from Indus area backs Sanskrit stories of old atomic fights. Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro show clear quick desertion signs around 2000 BC, with frames bearing traits matching sharp glow contact. The famed Brahmataputra, black rock in Mahabharata, as marking Brahmastra blast spot, has been spotted by current experts as fused silica mass with non-local glowing variants. Light tests uncover variant marks matching uranium split processes. Britain's and Ireland's Celtic customs keep exact stories of godly arms matching Mesopotamian and Sanskrit outlines. The Libore Gabala outlines Tuatha Dan arrival with 4 magic items, including Lug's Gibbalar, a lance always hitting and burning with unquenchable blaze. The writing notes this arm could fuse rock to crystal and set air ablaze. Used on Fomorans, it made light over midday star and left earth scars unhealing for 7 lines. The Megurid second clash gives especially exact advanced arm effects outlines. The writing outlines Lug's arm making fuelless blaze, eating all to the sea. Fallout left crystal plain, where green meadows once grew, and self-glowing waters killing drinkers. The spot in writing matches West Island areas with odd fused shapes found by current diggers. Norse lore holds matching stories of top arms in Ragnarok tales, kept in prose and poem Edda. Surtur's blaze sword, glowing over star and setting 9 realms, a blaze mirrors global havoc in other customs. The writing outlines final clash with arms splitting skies and quaking earth while making air burn blazes. Fallout dims star and sinks earth to sea, all spots hit by burn. The Germanic Nibelungenlied holds notes on God's arms, turning peaks to ash and boiling streams. The saga outlines Siegfried's meet with godly fight fallout as damned grounds lifeless and rocks fused to crystal. The writing notes warriors entering got sick and died days later, hair shedding and skin blackening. These outlines match glow contact signs, while fused land matches dig proof from Europe spots. Multiple Native American groups keep steady stories of old ruin fights with sky arms. Hopi origin lore outlines Third World's ruin via overhead blaze fusing earth to crystal. Hopi Nukana means this godly blaze, outlined as smokeless burn, leaving slow kill air poison. Group stories note hit zones unlivable for many lines till earth healed. Cherokee Nightland custom outlines unlivable lands from old sky being fights. Cherokee spoken pasts outline beings with thunder arms splitting peaks and fusing sand to rock. These clashes fallout made dead grounds floraless and beasts shedding fur with flawed young. Cherokee at Silisagun means these damned spots, stories noting dangers for 7-man lines. Lakota customs outline waken thunder beings with arms quaking earth and coloring skies oddly. Sacred pipe stories outline old battles with sky falling blaze like rain, burning contacts and leaving unhealing scars. Lakota notes say some sacred spots made by these arms fused rock as thunder power reminders. American Southwest's Pueblo groups keep exact stories of sky people fire in wars ruining broad North America areas. Acoma origin tales outline beings fighting with light arms, liquefying rock, and burning air. Fallout left crystal valleys where streams flowed and self-glowing peaks for many colds. Southwest Earth surveys spotted many fused stuff spots matching Pueblo spoken customs. Multiple African group spoken customs outline old fights with sky gods using crushing arms. Mali's Dogon keep Nomo being stories in clashes with woodless burn, leaving poisoned earth. Dogon Po means conflict arms, outlined as light over all stars, combined leaving sky-visible earth scars. Current satellite views spotted Sahara circle shapes matching Dogon custom spots. West Africa's Yoruba customs outline Orisha Shango, with thunderstones splitting earth and dropping skyfire. Stories note Shango's top arm fusing sand to crystal, and boiling water sands blaze. Clash fallout made forbidden grounds lifeless, and entering beasts dying days later. Nigeria digs uncovered fused shapes in spots matching Shango battle tales. Ethiopia's Kabra Nagast kept customs outline heaven fire burn, suns eating wood or grease. The writing outlines arms making blinding light and leaving circled earth crystal. Stories note arms used in sky being clashes, fallout making broad lands unlivable till many rains washed air poison. Australian Aboriginal Dreamtime tales hold many notes on old ruin events with advanced arms. Arty groups outline rainbow serpent wars, with sky beings using rain-like fire, blackening red earth. Customs note sacred spots made by these arms, fused rock as old clash physical notes. Earth surveys confirmed fused stuff at many Aboriginal spoken custom spots. Pitjantjatjara customs outline Wangar beings in wars with thunderfire splitting peaks and stoning desert sand. Stories outline fallout as dead spots waterless and floraless. Custom knowledge warns nearing these spots, outlining signs in stayers matching glow contact effects. Pacific Islands Polynesian spoken customs keep stories of old fights with gods using unmatched ruin power arms. Hawaiian customs outline aqua groups, clashes with arms exploding peaks and steaming sea. Stories outline some volcano shapes from godly arms hotter than earth blood, not natural. Maori New Zealand customs outline Atua wars, with sky beings using airburn fire and slow kill poison. Customs note some New Zealand areas' unlivable post-clashes, labeled tapu for lasting risks. Dig spotted odd earth shapes matching Maori-spoken custom spots. The steadiness of these world customs hints old atomic fights might have hit many lands. The mechanical sharpness of outlines, plus dig proof of fused stuff, and high glow at spoken custom spots gives strong back for these stories' real past. The blend of written proof, spoken customs, and tangible dig data makes strong case challenging usual old past views and hinting advanced atomic tech in prehistory. The blend of old stories and dig oddities called for strict science checks with current analysis methods. From 1970s, world research groups with advanced glow find tools, light analyzers, and top dating way-started method surveys of text-named spots. Their results showed glow taint and build oddities pattern that usual digs couldn't explain via natural ways or known old tech. The first full glow survey of Harappa happened 1979 by joint Tata Fundamental Research Institute and India Dig Survey Group. Using Carry Gamma tools, the group logged ambient glow averaging 2.8 times normal over Old City. Peak focuses in central fort spot reached 4.2 times background. The glow mark showed long decay traits of uranium-235 and offshoots hinting neutron assault, typical of atomic splitting actions. Dr. Antonio de Nicolola from Rome University led like check at Mohenjo-Daro, 1984 to 1987. His group's results showed stronger glow oddities, with some old city spots over 5 times normal background. The spread layout made rings out from 3 clear cores in city. Soil bits from cores held high cesium, 137, strontium 90, plutonium variants not natural in area Earth shapes. Frames found at Mohenjo-Daro gave strong proof for old atomic contact. 44 frames scattered in city paths showed changes matching sharp glow illness. Bones thinned with more holes, while teeth showed dents, and color shifts matching Hiroshima-Nagasaki atomic survivors. Carbon-14 date set remains at about 2000 BC, matching sudden Indus culture desertion. Neutron trigger tests of ceramic bits from Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro uncovered variant marks from heavy neutron assault only. Ceramics held trace europium-152, cobalt-60, man-made variants from atomic actions. Focus layout hinted ceramics hit neutron flow strengths, like current reactors or arms. These results ruled natural glow as possible reason for seen oddities. The check grew to cover lesser spots in Middle East, where old writings outlined godly fights. At Telra, northeast Syria, Soviet digger Dr. Yuri Knorozov noted broad-fused rock areas in 1978 to 1983 digs. Fused stuff covered about 12 hectares, with merge layouts showing heats over 1,800 degrees. Glow light dating confirmed quick fusion around 2,200 BC, matching wedge stories of Anunnaki clashes time. Telra-fused rocks held stuck metal waste bits with odd traits. Tiny electron views showed bits as unknown mixes with rare earth parts in non-natural ratios. Metal bits showed magnetic traits and held temps degrees over surroundings, hinting ongoing mild glow decay. Light tests spotted technetium and promethium variants, non-natural elements with short decays. Like checks at Old Mari uncovered under-earth fused silica bed, over 40 hectares at Bronze Era depth. French dig mission under Dr. Jean-Claude Margaron used ground radar to map fusion spread. Fused bed averaged 1.2 to 2 meters thick with B-shaped dip at center, hinting make by fierce overhead heat. Core bits from bed held crystal shapes same as trinitite from atomic arms trials. Libya's desert crystal event added proof for old atomic happenings in North Africa. This natural crystal spread over 6,500 kilometers. Sahara has long baffled Earth experts for unique purity and make traits. Usual theories like space rock hits or volcano acts don't cover crystals' special traits and spread. Recent light method tests uncovered variant marks matching atomic actions over usual Earth makes. Dr. Giovanna Dell'Orso from Italy's National Research Council ran broad tests on Libya Desert crystal bits, 1992 to 1998. Her group's results showed crystal with trace iridium, osmium in non-Earth ratios. More key, crystal showed variant loss layouts typical of uranium split actions. Xenon 136, Krypton 83, stable variants from atomic splitting only, gave strong proof for crystal make via man over natural. Glow light dates of Libya Desert crystal bits gave ages 28,000 to 26,000 years back, far before known human groups. Yet some bits showed reheat events around 12,000 and 4,000 years back, hinting multiple atomic activity phases in area. Spread layout of varied age crystal bits make clear groups matching spots in old Egyptian writings of god clashes in west wastes. Ground checks of Libya Desert crystal field with Carry glow finders showed lasting ambient glow much over nearby areas. Glow strength tied straight to crystal density, peak readings in purest crystal spots. Soil bits from high glow zones held high uranium-238, thorium-232 hinting atomic action taint over natural decay. Dig checks of old dwellings near Libya Desert crystal field showed quick desertion and group shift signs. Dakhla Oasis dwellings showed fast clearance around 4000 BC, with home items left and food stores dropped mid-use. Frames from this time showed bone shifts matching glow contact, with more holes and odd mineral builds. The desertion matched youngest Libya Desert crystal make, hinting link between atomic events and group shift. Gene tests of old human frames from atomic oddity spots uncover troubling mutation and gene damage layouts. Dr. Svante Pääbo's group at Max Planck Evolutionary Anthropology Institute tested DNA bits from frames at Harappa, Mohenjo-Daro, some Mesopotamian spots. Gene stuff showed typical damage layouts matching ion glow contact, with hygiene breaks and spot changes. Mutation layouts in old DNA matched current groups hit by atomic glow. Specific gene signs tied to glow contact appeared far over normal. Hit genes included DNA fix, immune work, cell growth control. These results hinted old groups faced glow doses like atomic bomb survivors or accident victims. Compare tests of old DNA from tainted and clean spots showed big mutation rate diffs. Clean spot groups showed normal gene change layouts. Tainted ones 10 to 15 times expected. Gene damage spatial spread matched exactly high ambient glow areas and dig proof of atomic level ruin. Checks of Earth proof for quick climate shifts in 3rd millennium BC uncovered layouts matching atomic winter setups. Ice bits from Greenland, Antarctica, showed clear air oddities around 2200 BC, with high sulfur mixes and odd variant marks. These air upsets matched Sumerian writing times for major godly group clashes. Tree circle tests from old bog-kept samples over Europe, Asia showed synced growth upsets around 2200 BC. Growth layouts hinted years of less light and cooler, matching air block by dust waste. Length and strength of these climate impacts match computer setups of atomic winter with multiple big atomic blasts. Lake and seabed bits from Middle East held unique layers tying to 2200 BC time. These layers showed high rare Earth parts and variant marks not in normal Earth shapes. Sediments held tiny crystal balls like atomic blast makes plus high glowing variants with decays from tens to thousands years. Mesopotamia area showed especially clear eco-ruin proof in this time. Pollen tests from bed bits uncovered sharp plant change layouts with woods swapped by waste states in decades. This eco-shift speed over normal climate change hinted sudden huge area ecosystem break. Hit areas matched exactly wedge-writing godly warfight fields. Farm logs from old Mesopotamian collections noted broad crop fails and hunger states starting around 2200 BC. Dream collection holds exact livestock death and farm fail accounts for specific spots. Signs in logs, beast fur loss, birth flaws, crop barren, matched logged glowing taint effects on farm systems. Checks of water spots in old Mesopotamia uncovered lasting taint layouts matching atomic fallout. Wells and water paths in godly fight fields held high glowing variants not natural in underground water. Taint layout hinted surface glowing stuff drop, then slow shift to underground over centuries. Water-earth tests of old river systems uncovered huge eco-break proof in 3rd millennium BC. Tigris, Euphrates bed layouts showed sudden flow and makeup changes around 2200 BC. Rivers seem to carry high fine bit loads, matching air fallout from big blasts. Chemical tests of old beds uncovered high parts tied to atomic actions. The blend of glow, gene, earth, dig-proof made growing strong case for old atomic fights. The science data backed past logs kept in wedge writings and world-spoken customs, hinting advanced atomic tech used in prehistory clashes with crushing outcomes for old groups and world eco. The method wipe of atomic knowledge from old Mesopotamian culture stands as history's most planned and full-tech hide act. The blend of science proof and dig data uncovers not just atomic fight fallout, but teamed effort to make sure such crushing skills never risk human life again. This big forget was no mishap. It was run via Method Library Ruin, coding risky knowledge into seeming harmless sacred signs, and setting strong bodies to keep tech unknowledge. The ruin of Sumerian libraries followed method layouts setting it from usual war havoc or natural wear. Dig proof from key Sumerian urban centers shows libraries and collections specially hit for total wipe, often with nearby builds staying mostly whole. At Nipper, Pennsylvania University digs 1889 to 1900 found temple library remains where over 30,000 wedge slabs deliberately broken and burned. Ruin layout showed clear planned hit signs. Clerical logs and storywork survived nearby stores, while tech writings and priest collections fully wiped. Ur's library faced like method ruin around 2000 BC. Sir Leonard Woolley's digs showed library's tech parts method cleared with slab bits showing planned break before burn. Chemical tests of ruin layer showed heats over 1,200 degrees Celsius, much over usual build fires. The fierce heat hinted special fire stuff use to ensure full wedge log wipe. Notably, library's clerical wing and ruler letter collections stayed mostly whole, hinting pick targeting of certain knowledge kinds. The Babylon library setup, dug by German Robert Koldewey 1899 to 1917, gave most exact proof of method knowledge hide. Main library held over 50,000 slab bits, but rebuild efforts showed tech and science writings under 2% survivors. Time clerical logs hinted library first held broad tech guide collections, arm specs, science papers. The method taken ruin of these stuff happened over decades, hinting teamed drive over sudden ruin. Wedge slabs found in side spots uncovered hide effort scope. Hidden tech writing stashes seeming kept by clocks to save risky knowledge found over Mesopotamia. The 1945 Talaral stash held slab bits outlining metal processes with uranium mixes and exact handling for glowing stuff. Slabs carefully lead-wrapped and buried in built rooms to avoid find. Carbon dates set hide around 1900 BC, amid peak library ruins. The shift from Sumerian to Babylonian culture marked key turn in atomic knowledge hide. Babylonian clerical logs uncover planned rules to control access to certain tech info. Hammurabi's code holds rules limiting teach of some skills and sciences, to named priest lines with harsh penalties for unallowed knowledge pass. These limits specially hit metalwork, chem, and writings called divine blaze arts. Breakers faced not just end, but full line wipe and all written works ruin. Babylonian priest ruler Marduk Zakir Shumi first gave exact orders around 1850 BC, setting first logged sensor setup. The Marduk rules kept in British Museum outline method steps to spot and wipe risky knowledge from open flow. Orders required all clerks submit works for temple check before copy or spread. Tech writings seen as hazard to be burned in clean flames, while makers underwent write clean to remove forbidden knowledge taint. The setup of mystery schools over Old World gave way to keep atomic knowledge bits while blocking real use. Mesopotamian mystery schools around Marduk and Enki temples made complex sign systems for coding tech info. Signs in these coding bore strong likeness to current atomic science marks, hinting keep of real science knowledge under sacred mystery layers. The Babylonian sacred blaze mystery used sign shows matching exactly atomic science ideas. The winged circle sign stood for atomic buildup with center circle as core and wings as electron rings. Life tree charts in Babylonian temples showed branch layouts same as atomic decay chains, each branch for variant changes. Number values for divine names in Babylonian number lore matched atomic masses, and decay calc for glowing elements. The Enki cult made most complex coding for atomic knowledge keep. Enki, wisdom and water god, acted as sign holder for tech info tied to atomic actions. Cult's start rites involved step reveal of complex tech ideas masked as sacred mysteries. Top start levels required show grasp of atomic theory, glow decay, atomic split actions before inner access. The Enki cult's sign language spread over Old World, appearing changed in Egyptian, Greek, Celtic mystery customs. Egyptian Thoth mysteries used like sign systems for coding atomic knowledge with Thoth as Mesopotamian Enki match. Greek Eleusinian mysteries added atomic signs to farm metaphors, with Persephone death rebirth as atomic decay and change actions. Celtic Druid customs kept atomic knowledge via sacred wood rites and spoken customs. Druids' stress on certain tree kinds for rites showed advanced grasp of glowfind and shield. Oak trees, key to Druid work, naturally gather glowing variants and act as life glow checks. Druid knowledge of sacred versus cursed woods matched exactly high ambient glow areas. Roman hide of Druid work stood as another stage in method atomic knowledge wipe. Julius Caesar's drives against Druids specially hit their teach centers and knowledge holds. Roman stories outlined find of Druid libraries with Greek letterbooks on nature thought and tech topics. These libraries method wiped with contents seen too risky for even Roman keep. The shift from multi-god to one-god faiths gave added ways for hiding atomic knowledge. Early Christian powers took many hide rules from prior priest rulers, changing to fit new faith aims. Nicaea Council 325 AD included rules to spot and wipe wrong writings with tech knowledge seen unfit for Christian teach. These rules especially hit works on change, atomic theory, and early Christian writers call devil arts of stuff change. 7th century AD Islamic take of Mesopotamia led to another method clean of old tech knowledge. Baghdad's Wisdom House, set in 8th century, acted as learn center and filter for risky knowledge control. While Wisdom House kept many old writings, atomic action tech works method left from translate and keep drives. Arabic experts made own coding for keeping knowledge bits, adding atomic signs to alchem and star writings. Medieval alchem custom stood as most win effort to keep atomic knowledge via sign coding. Alchem writings hold exact atomic action outlines, masked as metal steps for base to gold change. Alchem Philosopher's Stone idea acted as stand for atomic fuel. While great work outlines gave coded guides for atomic reactor run, alchem stress on exact heat control, stuff ratios, careful times showed real grasp of atomic science basics. Alchem sign language spread over medieval Europe, kept in hand writing surviving method tech knowledge ruin. Works of Nicholas Flamel, Paracelsus, John Dee held coded atomic info decodable by proper key holders. These alchem writings acted as holds for old Mesopotamian atomic knowledge, passed via start lines grasping true sense behind sign language. Medieval and early New Time secret group setup gave added ways for keeping atomic knowledge while blocking real use. 12th century Knights Templar got access to old tech writings during Jerusalem hold and nearby. Templar collections found post-1307 order hide hold, Arabic translate keeping Mesopotamian atomic knowledge. These papers later added to follow group knowledge systems. 17th century Rosicrucian drive stood as another try to keep and pass old tech knowledge via signs. Rosicrucian papers held coded notes to atomic actions, atomic theory, glow effects. Rosicrucian stress on chemwedding and stuff change showed advanced grasp of atomic science basics. Drive's secret and step start acted to shield atomic knowledge while stopping misuse. Freemasonry added many prior mystery school parts, including sign systems for coding atomic knowledge. Masonic rites and signs held many notes to old Mesopotamian atomic customs masked as moral and thought teaches. Masonic stress on shape and math ties showed exact calcs needed for atomic science uses. Degree step system ensured atomic knowledge access, only to worthy of such risky info. Priest rulers' role in atomic knowledge control went past simple hide to active past log change. Dig proof shows method drives to change or ruin past accounts, noting atomic fights or advanced tech. Monument and temple wall carvings show clear planned mar with specific godly arm and ruin fight parts carefully cut away. These changes, steadiness over many spots, hints teamed drives over centuries. Babylon's priest ruler Nebuchadnezzar II ran perhaps most full past rewrite program in old times. His rule Babylonian logs show broad drives to rewrite Sumerian and Akkadian past accounts, removing atomic fight and advanced tech notes. Revised old sagas, including Enuma Elish and Gilgamesh epic, hold much changed godly arm and ruin event outlines. Original versions method wiped with hold of unchanged writings, death punished. 539 BC Persian Babylon take led to find of hidden collections with original suppressed writings. Cyrus Great ordered these collections sealed and moved to Persepolis secure spots where hidden centuries. Persian faith-free policy didn't cover risky tech knowledge, kept hidden via clerical over faith ways. Hellenistic times saw new drives to hide atomic knowledge as Greek experts got old Mesopotamian writings. Alexandria Library acted as learn center and filter for risky knowledge control. While library kept huge old learn, atomic action tech writings limited to small start expert circle. Method burn of library's tech parts in clashes stood as old hide policy continue under new run. Roman Empire took and grew prior hide ways, making complex office systems for risky knowledge control. Roman way-stressed clerical over faith pressure using permit needs and group limits to cap tech info access. Roman builders and planners held old atomic knowledge bits applied to build projects and army uses, but full theory frame stayed hidden in mystery school customs. 5th century AD, West Roman Empire fall led to more atomic knowledge split and hide. Europe monk groups became old writing holes. But copy and keep drives, method left tech stuff seen risky or wrong. Medieval stress on keeping faith and story works, while ignoring science and tech writings, showed old hide policy continue, changed to Christian faith frames. The method atomic knowledge hide made tech dark time lasting thousands years. But full wipe of such complex science proved impossible. Hidden in old writing sign language and coded in seeming harmless math formulas, atomic science basics bits survived big forget. Current check of Sumerian tech words uncovers science ideas predating supposed find by thousands years. While dig proof hints old groups held metal and build skills far over usual past guesses. The Sumerian Namurugal, usually Great Blaze, appears in tech settings with ads matching exactly atomic science words. The mix Namurugal Zagin, meaning Great Blaze of Heart Rock, outlines uranium mix processes with striking sharpness. Sumerian Zerin meant lapis lazuli, but in tech meant uranium-hold minerals for unique blue-green hue when worked. Clerical slabs from hold exact Zagin rock stocks with numbers matching critical mass calcs for uranium 235. Drime collection holds most clear atomic handle notes in Sumerian works. Slab D112 outlines heart stuff split process using ways mirroring current atomic split steps. The writing notes certain rocks under exact invisible arrow assault release huge power while changing to lighter stuff. Sumerian gear bar, scorpion bite, seems to outline neutron assault, writing noting invisible arrows pierce any stuff and make other rocks release own invisible arrows in chain react. These outlines as mechanical sharpness reaches specific number ratios matching atomic science constants. The slab notes successful hard split needs exact stuff parts with main stuff exactly 3.5 of 7 total mix. This ratio, about 50%, matches exactly weapons grade uranium 235 in rich levels. The writing warns over ratio leads to wild reacts eating whole urban centers while under fails chain keep. Sumerian math writings hold formulas outlining growth layouts same as atomic chain reacts. Math slab YBC7 289 from Yale Babylonian collection includes calcs seeming for critical mass sets. Formulas outline how small special stuff amounts make effects way over size with power release following exact math grows. Calcs include fixes for heat, density, shape setup mirroring current atomic engine. The star knowledge kept in Sumerian writings uncovers atomic buildup grasp predating quantum work by thousands years. Mulopin star series outlines sky bodies as tiny unseen bits in specific layouts. The writing explains these bits rearrange via godly act, releasing or taking power in process. Outlines of star atomic blend processes where light parts join to make heavy, while releasing huge power show advanced grasp of atomic join basics. The Enuma Elish origin saga holds coded atomic action outlines masked as space lore. Marduk's Tiamat win involves body split to make sky and soil, but mechanical details outline atomic split with striking exactness. The writing notes Marduk used gusts to pierce Tiamat's core, making split and cosmos-wide essence release. Akkadian Su in tech means particle assault, while Damu means power and glow from atomic reacts. Dig Proofback's writing outlines of advanced Sumerian metal able to handle glowing stuff. Digs at uncovered complex lead seal store holders for stuff needing glow shield. Holders show careful make using Waysmax glow absorb, while minweight. Chemical tests of inside traces uncover uranium mix hints and rare earth parts not natural in Mesopotamia earth. The metal skills shown in Sumerian items over usual Bronze Era guesses by much. Royal Graveyard's Mescalamdug gold headgear holds trace man-made variants from neutron assault. Light tests uncover gold worked via controlled atomic reacts with variant marks hinting neutron flow like current research reactors. Sumerian bronze items show metal traits hinting advanced atomic buildup and stuff science grasp. Bronze holds exact control. Rare earth parts, improving glow resist and build strength under harsh. Alloy mixes follow math ratios matching atomic mass ties, hinting atomic level element trait knowledge. Steady make of these complex mixes over spots hints standard make ways based on advanced theory grasp. The build skills for atomic arm develop appear in Sumerian build remains. Ziggurat shows build ways with exact shape calcs and stuff handle needed for atomic site build. Structure inner rooms include air systems for risky air with flow layouts. Calc to maintain risks. Base system shows shake damp ways needed for sensitive atomic gear hold. Napier wedge slabs outline build projects with stuff needing special handle rules. Writings note certain build rocks transport in lead seal holders and handle only by workers in shield clothes from special metal treat. Build rules include detail safety for workers, with shift plans to limit contact time and health checks for what seems glow illness signs. The Sumerian grasp of variant split ways appears in econ writings outlining mineral work-ops. Gersu clerical logs detail divine rock, pure steps via repeated warm-cool cycles with chem treats. Outlined processes involve split stuff on slight weight diffs, using ways mirroring current uranium enrich methods. Writings note successful pure needs, exact heat controls, and work exact stuff amounts in timed runs. Candelanu collection holds detail. Mining ops logs in areas current Earth surveys confirm big uranium holds. Mining ways in writings show advanced Earth and take grasp. Logs note certain mines need special air systems and shield gear for workers with detail rules for health check and limit time in risky areas. Third Dynasty econ slabs outline trade nets with glowing stuff moved far. Logs detail special transport for risky load, including lead seal holders and path rules to Emin group contact. Trade rules include quality checks for stuff pure and handle for tainted loads. Econ value for these stuff far over precious metals, hinting key for advanced tech uses. The math advanced shown in Sumerian star calcs uncovers quantum work basics grasp. Astronomical slab Mulapin holds calcs outlining stuff act at atomic scales, including particle wave dual and unsure basics. Math formulas outline particles exist multistates till viewed or measured, showing quantum overlap grasp that current science only refound 20th century. Sumerian health writings outline signs and fixes for states matching exactly glow contact effects. Esagil Kinaplay's sign manual includes detailed divine blaze illness, with signs like fur loss, opening leaks, cell harm matching sharp glow illness. Fixes outlined involve give mixes with iodine and other known glow shield stuff. Health rules include separate for sick and clean methods for tainted persons. The drug knowledge kept in Sumerian health writings includes detailed formulas for glow shield mixes. Recipes outline mineral and plant pools with natural radio agents, including antioxidant-rich and cell-fix stuff. Make ways involve exact time and heat controls. Max heal strength. Writings note dose plans and give ways matching current glow treat rules. The Sumerian gene and inherit grasp appears in writings outlining long outcomes of divine blaze contact. Health logs note birth flaw and gene-odd patterns in lines from atomic fight areas. Writings outline how divine blaze contact hits not just direct victims, but kids and grandkids, showing gene change and inherit grasp. Health views include detailed gene damage outlines and effects on breed and grow. The farm knowledge kept in Sumerian writings uncovers advanced grasp of glow effects on plant and beast life. Farm guides outline clean ways for divine blaze hit farmland, including soil treat and crop shift plans to min glow take. Writings note which plants most glow damage resist, and which beasts safe graze in tainted areas. Farm rules include check ways for taint find in food, and process to reduce glow in harvest crops. The Sumerian water run systems show build skills needed for glowing taint handle. Water nets include advanced filter systems to remove risky stuff from supplies. Engine specs outline multi-step pure processes with specific stuff, and treat ways matching current water clean tech. System designs include check spots for water quality and control for separate tainted net parts. The proof for advanced Sumerian atomic science challenges base guesses on tech grow and human skill. The blend of writing outlines, math formulas, dig items, build remains makes strong case for advanced atomic knowledge in old Mesopotamia. The method coding of this knowledge in faith and lore writings hints planned drives to keep science info while blocking real use. The tech rebirth of old atomic science uncovers human culture may have hit far higher in prehistory than usual. Past admits only to lose via method hide and misuse crushing outcomes. The blend of dig proof, writing check, science probe forces base, rethink of human tech grow, and culture nature. If Sumerian atomic war theory stands as real passed over lore dream, outcomes go far past school interest into base of how we grasp advance, knowledge, human achieve cycle nature. The method hide and later refined of atomic tech hints human culture works in huge cycles of grow and fall, with each round possibly hitting heights, dwarfing current prehistory grasp. The usual straight model of tech advance, guessing steady rise from basic stone tools to current atomic science, falls under proof weight hinting old groups held advanced atom knowledge. The Sumerian wedge outlines of atomic actions, plus dig proof of fused builds and glow taint hint atomic tech. No new 20th century make but refined of old skills. This model shift needs full rethink of human tech, grow timeline and challenges, guess that science advance follows sure up path. The outcomes for cyclical culture grasp become especially deep when checked via world disaster theory lens. Sumerian stories outline atomic fights as peak of godly group clashes leading to eco-havoc making broad lands unlivable centuries. Dig proof of quick group drops, farm fall, broad urban desertion around 2200 BC hint atomic fights may have started Bronze Era fall, one of past's most mystery culture breaks. The layout of advanced tech, grow followed by ruin, and later dark times may stand as repeating cycle in human past. The Bronze Era fall hit cultures over Mediterranean and Near East almost at once, with advanced urban hubs from Mycenaean Greeks to Hittite realm facing sudden drop or full desertion. Usual theories like climate shift, mystery sea people attacks, or system econ full don't cover uniform and speed of this culture break. The atomic fight theory gives fuller explain with glow taint and eco-havoc making chain fails over linked trade nets and farm systems. The proof hints atomic tech grow in old times, followed like layouts to current atomic spread. The start, find, and grow of atomic skills seems happened in Mesopotamia, with tech later spreading to other advanced groups via trade win and tech pass. The Sanskrit Brahmastra arm outlines in Mahabharata, Celtic godly blaze arm stories, and world spread of fused dig spots hint atomic tech widespread among old advanced groups before ruin use led to method hide drives. The idea of tech inherit gains new weight when viewed this frame. Current atomic science may stand not break ground find, but refind of old knowledge kept coded over thousands years hide. The striking speed of 20th century atomic tech grow, from theory science to real arms under decade, becomes more get if viewed as rebuild of prior knowledge over full new make. The theory bases of atom science, quantum work, atomic build may have kept in Alchem sign language, mystery school customs, hidden math systems. The role of secret groups and mystery schools in keeping atomic knowledge over thousands years hints plan for hold tech skills while blocking early refined. The step show of atomic science basics via seeming lone science finds may show controlled free of old knowledge by bodies for run human tech grow. The time of atomic tech rise in 20th century, matching world fights and unmatched ruin skill, raises questions if this refined accidental or planned run. The Manhattan Project's quick win in making work atomic arms has long puzzled past experts studying theory knowledge and real use tie. The project heads held theory grasp, seeming full-formed with few wrong starts or base wrong ideas. The grow process win hints, access to knowledge origins beyond time science works. Several key Manhattan scientists like J. Robert Oppenheimer and Enrico Fermi had broad classic works and old tongue backgrounds, possibly giving access to coded atomic knowledge kept in past writings. Oppenheimer's famed Bhagavad Gita quote on first atomic trial, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds," gains new weight in old atomic fight context. His pick of this Sanskrit line hints aware of past example for atomic arms and ruin outcomes. The Manhattan scientists' seeming grasp of atomic arms grow moral, and thought outcomes may show knowledge of old examples over pure time ethic thoughts. The world spread of atomic arms post-World War II mirrors old tech spread layout in Mesopotamian and Sanskrit origins. The quick spread of atomic skills, from start atomic powers to more nations, follows like paths to old writing with tech pass via spy, science team, reverse build. The current atomic spread crisis may stand repeat of old layouts that before led to ruin fights and culture fall. The eco-outcomes of current atomic trials and arms grow show troubling matches to old atomic fight fallout stories. The make of glowing waste grounds, water taint spots, long health effects on hit groups match outlines kept in Sumerian and Sanskrit writings. Nevada trial spot, Bikini Atoll, other atomic trial places made current matches to damned grounds in old origins with lasting glow taint, making areas unlivable centuries or thousands years. The health grasp of glow contact effects, grown via atomic bomb survivor and accident victim checks, uncover signs same as old writing. The divine blaze illness stories in Sumerian health writings with signs like fur loss, bleeding, gene harm match exactly sharp glow illness as current medicine gets. The long gene effects in old origins, including birth flaws and inherit odds, match logged outcomes of glow contact on human groups. The mind and culture hurt tied to atomic fights appears steady over old and current stories. The Sumerian outlines of groups fleeing glow territories. Nearby groups hesitate to take tainted displaced, lasting fear of unseen risks, match current answers to atomic mishaps and trials. The culture memory of atomic ruin, kept in world lore and faith customs may stand real past hurt past via spoken custom and coded in sign language. The old writings hold clear warnings on top arms risks and link to current world policy. The Sumerian stories outline how rival group clashes grew from usual fights to ever deadlier arms use, peaking in atomic swaps, ruining whole areas. The escalation layout in these writings mirrors current worries on atomic spread and chance for local clashes to grow to world atomic fights. The Mesopotamian stories stress irreversible nature of atomic arm use and control impossible once such arms in clashes. The writings outline how start-limited atomic swaps quick grew to full atomic fights as each group sought to block foes from win edges. The old warnings on god madness deploying top arms may show real grasp of mind and policy drives, pushing atomic grow beyond reason control. The role of tech secret in old and current atomic grow uncovers steady layouts of info control and hide. Old writings outline complex rules for cap atomic knowledge access, with harsh penalties for unallowed show or grow. Current atomic arms programs use like secret steps with class systems and secure rules to stop spread while hold tech edges. The parallel secret systems over thousands years hints recognize of atomic tech inherent risk nature. The econ outcomes of atomic tech grow show striking steady between old and current times. Sumerian clerical logs outline huge resource needs for atomic arms grow, including special mining, complex make processes, broad transport nets. Current atomic arms programs need like massive resource puts with whole trades for uranium enrich, plutonium make, arms build. The econ load of atomic arms grow may have added to old culture fall, just as strains current nation econ. The human tech advance timeline needs full change if old atomic skills accepted as real past. The usual model of steady growth from Bronze Era metal to current atomic science becomes unhold when faced with proof of advanced atom knowledge in prehistory groups. The true timeline may involve multiple cycles of tech grow and fall, with each round possibly hitting varied achieved peaks before ruin setbacks reset human advance. The chance of prior tech cultures goes past atomic arms to cover other advanced tech, possibly in prehistory. The build skills needed for atomic arms grow hint-matching advances in electric, stuff science, exact make. Dig odds, including exact cut stone items, complex star tools, advanced metal products, may stand leftovers of tech cultures, hitting skills like or over current standards. The hide of old atomic knowledge seems planned to block risky tech refined, while keeping key info for later get. The coding systems made by mystery schools and secret groups created backup holds for atomic knowledge surviving culture fall, while staying unaccessed to lacking proper decode keys. The step show of this knowledge via seeming lone science finds may stand controlled re-add of old skills under better states. The current atomic age may stand humans' second try to master atom tech, with first ending in ruin fights and method knowledge hide. The quick grow of atomic arms in 20th century, instant recognize of devastating chance, setup of world control systems, hint unconscious aware of past examples. The atomic ban preventing atomic arm use since 1945 may show group memory of old atomic ruins kept in culture and faith customs. The outcomes for human future depend key on if old atomic fight lessons can win apply to stop repeat of ruin mistakes. The Sumerian stories give detailed warnings on atomic arm use outcomes and escalate control impossible once top arms brought to clashes. The old stress on irreversible atomic taint and multi-line glow contact effects offers key views for current atomic policy. The cycle nature of human tech grow hints. Current atomic skills stand neither humans first nor likely last meet with atom tech. The layouts of grow, spread, possible ruin use may repeat unless aware drives made to break cycle via world team, tech hold, past knowledge keep. The old writings hint prior cultures failed to stop atomic ruin despite advanced outcome grasp, hinting knowledge alone may not enough without matching wisdom and body controls. The Sumerian atomic war theory base challenges our grasp of human past, tech grow, culture nature itself. The proof hints human before hit tech heights, like or over current skills, only to lose via ruin fights and method hide. The refind of atomic tech in 20th century may stand not unmatched achieve, but latest round in cycle of tech grow and fall, repeating over human past. The outcomes of this show go far past school interest, offering key views for handle nuclear age challenges and possibly stopping repeat of old ruins that wrecked prior advanced cultures. Get our true tech heritage becomes key for ensure human current atom force master leads to lasting advance over another cycle of ruin and forget.